Sports Extra, I'm Zach Fox. Now time for the Hoop Madness Team of the Week, and with playoffs right around the corner, we give it to the Lubbock Christian Eagles, number 3 in TAPS 3A on the season. Winners of their last 11 games, now 13-0 in district play. Next we'll speak with head coach Kurt Softly. All right, Coach, just go ahead and just recap for me. Just another successful week for Lubbock Christian. I mean, basically the last tight game of y'all's, I mean, it's Covenant Classical last month, early parts of January. You won by 12. That was the closest game y'all have had in a long time. But just take me through just how successful this team has been, especially when it comes to district play.
Yeah, so we are highly talented. We're blessed with really good kids, great coaches, a great facility. I mean, it's a great time to be an Eagle, is the truth. And so we've had a fun district season, and our boys have started to grow in the right spot. We're starting to get healthy, we're starting to get after it, and we're playing fast, and it's just really been a joy to coach and to be with them each and every step along the way.
And you had obviously an undefeated district last year, leading to an undefeated playoffs all the way up to a state title run. You're well on your way to doing that again right now. You're winners of the Caprock Classic as well. But just take us through the flip of the switch, basically, because previously, before last season, I mean, you're kind of in the middle of the pack, especially when it comes to district play, to just flip that switch and just be dominant here in the last 2 years.
So we have 10 seniors here. That helps. So that was 10 juniors last year. And then we had a couple great seniors last year that grew exponentially as the season progressed in leadership and toughness and in discipline. And they've really just passed the torch off to this senior group, and they've ran with it. They've done a great job. We're adding pieces at just the right time. We're getting True back. We're getting Carson back. We're getting healthy guys back to now we're full strength and playing at full speed. And so it's really just a fun time to be an Eagle. It's a great time for us to be hitting our stride and to be excelling in the right moments.
The subbing in bulk. I haven't really seen that too often with plenty of teams. I'm just curious with your process behind that. Is that specifically because these specific guys work great together? Is it trying to get everybody in the game early on and try to get those legs warm? I'm just curious on what your process is behind that.
So what I tell the boys, I just want them to play fast. I want them to play fast. I want them to play free. And the deal is when we have our first 5 on there, they are our best 5. But below that, there's not much of a drop-off. So we've got 12 to 14 guys that can go. And so some of our favorite moments as a coaching staff is when we get to watch that other team kind of let their eyes fall, or they get really frustrated when that next group of 5 fresh guys come in. And it's that Caprock Championship. You know, they're a highly talented team, and we just kept rolling. 5 new guys and 5 new guys and 5 new guys, and they were fresh and they were fast and they were bringing fanatical effort, and the other team just couldn't match it.
Right now, district play, let's be honest, you guys are a powerhouse amongst not so powerhouse of teams,
yes.
Especially in the last couple of years. And so with that, you know, you make some mid-year adjustments as far as to the schedule. You take on Farwell, you fall there with Farwell, but you know, you're going up in classification and all that, yes, as well, and in competition. And now you take on a number 3 team in Benjamin this coming week, yes, just to get some extra competition, getting you set not only for the rest of district play, but obviously for playoffs. And, you know, you got Grayson Rigdon there for Benjamin. He had 30, 40, and 50-point games, 70% from the floor, 40% from 3. So, obviously, you're going to get these guys' yes, best shot. But just take me through maybe the process with that as far as scheduling maybe some of those bigger opponents throughout district play.
So, like you discussed, our district is what it is, and there's nothing we can do about it. And so, to have the ability to have area schools that will be interested in playing us is such a gift. So very thankful for those coaches, and we grow. Really, our team right now is growing the most in practice, because our top 5 versus our next 5 is really our toughest competition. And so each and every day we're growing. And so for us to just have opportunities where we play Farwell, we play Benjamin, we get to play a text line, where we get to go against people who are higher caliber and more talent than what we may be used to, it's only going to help us. We're going to fall to the level of our training, and we just pray that our boys are training to the extent of their abilities, and we're maximizing our God-given talents. And let's go and get them. We don't really care who we play, and really the end is we would love to maximize our talents. And if we maximize our talents, we're going to get to that state championship game, and the team that we're going to play there is more talented than us at every single spot. So we need to put ourselves through the ringer to get there.
It's pretty solid to have 10 seniors and have this success with them.
Yes.
But what do they mean to you, maybe even the future of this Eagle program?
Yeah, and that's a great question, and really kind of hard to communicate that in a clear way. Is these seniors mean a ton to me. just the relationships that we've been able to build in the last 6 years, the love that we have between each other, the meals that we have in my house, the meals that we have at their houses, the opportunities that I get to coach them in football and track and basketball, the moments that we get to, when True tears his ACL and I just get to be there and be with him. When Josh sets state records in triple jump and I get to be there with him. When Luke gets to step up in a quarterback role and I get to coach him. And just the little nuances that I get to just be there with them. I get to be a brother or a coach in their life. And, there's 10. That's a lot. That's scary when you think of the future of what's it going to be like when they're not here. But I think that we have done our best as coaches to build them into men of Christ, men that are going to be fantastic husbands, great dads, and people that I hope when I get old and rugged and using my wheelchair that they're going to put their arm around me and hopefully carry me through to the finish line.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, hopefully the path is still long to be able to enjoy with these guys for the rest of this season, and best of luck there with Benjamin.
Thank you, sir.
All right, let's talk about some of those players. All right, a true 1 of 10 seniors on this team, obviously a state champion last season, looking to replicate that again this year. Take me through maybe the next step that this team needs to take. Obviously, you got a pretty big opponent in Benjamin coming up at home, but the next step this team needs to take to make sure that they continue to take it one game at a time and try to play their best basketball is with playoffs right around the corner.
Yes, sir. I think we just need to continue to play together, work hard, and just try to maximize each game that we get. Each game's a new challenge, each game's a new task, especially Benjamin's a good team. And so I think it'll be good for us. They have a good player, but we just got to maximize our God-given abilities and just try to do our best, and I think it's going to help us grow playing a good team like Benjamin.
You look back now to what you've been able to accomplish on and off of the court and spend those moments that even Coach mentioned a few moments ago, just at each other's house. What's something that you kind of look back and really fond memories looking back on?
So we went to a tournament called Glen Rose in Glen Rose, Texas, and we were driving there, and just the times that we spent on the van together, on the bus, we laughed the whole time. We got lost, but we still were cracking jokes, and it was so fun. So any time that we get to be together in this team, we all enjoy it so much, and it's just always fun just on the road trips and everything. The road trips are always the best.
Alrighty, Joe, I want to talk about this past week and this last game, start of the game. I've even seen it a couple times so far where off of the tip, this team, I think it's a goal for this team to see how fast can we score. The NBA record is 3 seconds for the first basket. I think y'all had it within the first 2 here this past game. Is that something that you guys try to practice? Hey, let's see how fast we can just score.
Me and C-Fines, we've discussed before the game the way they line up. I just say hit it as far as you can. And I'll just go run under it and lay it up.
And finally, what does it mean to you to run out there every night and be able to rep the Lubbock Christian Eagles?
It means a lot. Just coming from a different school, like it's a whole other culture here. So it means a lot wearing Lubbock Christian on your chest and going to get to play basketball for them.
And there are the Lubbock Christian Eagles. They'll look to keep their winning streak alive when they host Benjamin on Friday. More KCBD Sports Extra coming up next.